We have a 1970 Ford Bronco for sale here. Beautiful paint job, base coat, clear coat, fresh chrome down the side, fresh chrome bumpers. We got some 235-inch tires. We got a 3.5-inch lift. As you kind of look down the Bronco, as you can see, the body lines are nice and straight and clean. Doors open and close, really nice. You can see the door seams have a nice gap, really nice fit. Good fit all the way around the top. Door gaskets are in really good shape. Rockers are extremely solid, no rust holes in there. Bottoms of the doors are super clean. We've got some reupholstered seats here, front and back. Upholstery matches. Beautiful dash pad. Got a CD player in the dash. New carpet, front and back. New aluminum strips holding down the carpet. The rockers, like I said before, are really solid. The door strikers are extremely solid. As you can see, this is a factory uncut truck. The quarter seam here is just super clean. Quite often with these early Broncos, you'll see that this is rusted in here, but it's super clean. Again, beautiful door fit, nice chrome. Come around the back side here. It's got the factory tire carrier option. Swing that out. Nice chrome on the tailgate. New chrome tailgate letters. Rear chrome bumper is new. Spring works here. License plate light works. All the lights on this truck actually function. Really nice. Open up the tailgate here. You can see the hardware for the tailgate has been zinc coated. This is not paint, this is zinc coating, so it'll last, gives it that factory original restored look. Again, back seat's been reupholstered. Swing around to this side, driver's side of the truck. Again, door fit on this side is just beautiful. You can see here a nice even gap all the way around the top. Rocker panel gap looks nice, nothing sticking out. Open this door up, hinges are solid. You can look down here too, you know, it's just beautiful. No rust whatsoever in the bottoms of the doors. The striker here is also really clean. Door posts are solid. New mirrors on both sides of the truck. New windshield gasket and windshield. Headlight chrome bezels are new. Ford grill letters are new, and the parking lights and gaskets, those have been recently replaced. Pop the hood here. You get a 1970 302. Runs really well. It's got a fresh carburetor on it, MSD distributor, and MSD ignition box. It's got dual exhaust. Engine, like I said, runs really strong. 150 pounds of compression on every cylinder. Newer battery, new alternator. Pause it. Alrighty, now we're on the inside of the truck. Just going to run down some of the electrical and some of the dash components and what have you. Like I say, the horn works, which is awesome. We've got a leather wrapped steering wheel, which at some point in time, the previous owner decided they want to wrap the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen an early Bronco with a leather wrapped steering wheel. But go through some of the options on the dash. We have a factory hand throttle, which is pretty cool option. The way you work with this is you push the gas down and then you set the throttle position. So if I hold this down, you can see the gas pedal's down all the way, and then I'll move this up and you can just see it come off. And then also if I turn the ignition on, you can see the gas gauge just moved just a little bit. Right now it's on the rear tank, and then it has a factory dual tank option. And the way this works is you've got a switch on the dash which controls the gauge, and then underneath the driver's seat there's a hand valve that controls the fuel. So if I switch this to the auxiliary tank, you'll see the needle just bump up just a little bit. So both tanks are functional. We've got lights. Dash lights work. It's kind of bright in here, so it's difficult to see that, but we'll run around the outside too, and you can see that the parking lights and the headlights are all functional. Emergency flashers on the dash. You can see both lights here are blinking, so those are functional. Turn signal wise, you can see this guy here is blinking, left turn, and we're blinking there also. So turn signals, emergency flashers, all that stuff works. Wipers, we got a 2-speed wiper system. The blades are good. Wiper motor seems to work just fine. As far as the heat is controlled, we've got high and low control here. Blower motor works.
Okay, it's going.
Alrighty, now let's keep going on through the electrical here. We've got a lighter here, factory lighter, kind of goes with the no smoking theme there, but if you look at that lighter, it's never been used. And we have a CD player here, Sony. It's a little bit older unit, but it seems to work just fine. You can see there. So we can plug our iPod in there and get some tunes that way also. Ashtray seems to work just fine. Glove box. Glove box liner, really good shape. A couple cracks in one corner, but otherwise you can tell it hasn't been waterlogged. A lot of times with these early Broncos, you get water when you're washing the car or whatever. It'll come down the cowl, it'll soak the carpets. I don't have any problems with leaking windshield or leaking cowl on this truck, and it just stays really dry when you wash it, and kind of goes with the nice door seals. Everything's pretty tight on this truck. The door felts and the window tracks and stuff like that are also in really good shape. If you just kind of look around in the interior too, the stuff's been re-dyed. We've got a headliner up in here, and there's some sound deadening also in here. So as far as road-wise, the road noise is really minimal on this truck. Door panel has been wrapped in vinyl that match the seats. Like I said, the headliner's been wrapped in vinyl also. And as far as the transmission is concerned, we've got a 3 on the tree, and the shifter. All that seems to work really fine. We don't have any problems of the shifter binding up. We've got a parking brake that functions. Occasionally, that thing will want to let loose on its own, so you kind of have to push it down a little bit harder. But other than that, seems to work as it should. Transfer case shifter, we've got the original T-style shifter. Plunger button here to shift it between high-low and 2-high, and 4-high. So seat belts. If I'm looking around here on the truck too, we've got some new seat belts up front. We've got the OEM style seat belts in the back. But yeah, in a minute we'll just take a jump outside here and we'll take a look at the drivetrain and go through some of the things that have been checked out and just go over some of that stuff. Alrighty, now we're on the outside of the truck. We'll just go through some of the mechanicals, and then we'll just demonstrate how all the lights function as they should. As you can see here, headlights are on, parking lights are on. It's a little difficult to see in the bright sun, but come around the other side here, and you can see this parking light's on. This parking light. Tail lights are on. If you look up here, you can kind of see the license plate light is on. We got another tail light here that's on, parking light, another side marker light up here, and then the front. Flip the turn signals on. Other front right turn signal. I'll put this thing in reverse. And you can come around the back side here and you can see that the reverse lights are on too. That's kind of a nice option. You don't see that too often on these early Broncos, that the backup lights are functioning. Alright.
Okay.
Here we are again. Going to just run down some of the stuff on the axles, drivetrain wise. This has a Dana 30 up front, limited slip, factory limited slip. Ford 9-inch in the rear with 350 gears, limited slip also. Just kind of going through it. 3.5-inch suspension that's new, not super new, but it's relatively new. It's in good shape. Shocks appear to be in great condition. Lockouts function as they should. Don't have any problem moving those around. They're not seized up. The front axle does have new bearings on the front. The rear axle is nice and tight. The bearings don't have a lot of slop in them at all. Everything seems to be in good shape. The axle drivetrain, as far as the drive shafts going down to the rear axle and also the front axle, those are nice and tight. U-joints are in great shape.
Go.
Alrighty, fire this thing up. on over here a minute. You can kind of hear what the exhaust sounds like. The exhaust comes out on both sides of the vehicle. Like I said, it's got dual exhaust, so it comes out right behind the driver's door. Swing in here and look at the gauge cluster. You can see it holds about 35 pounds of oil pressure, 40 pounds of oil pressure at warm idle. You can see the alternator is charging. Come over here and we'll crank the hood up. You got factory power steering here.